So in this video, I run through the entire Smolov Junior program for pull-ups, and this actually put 35 pounds on my weighted pull-up in 4 weeks. So I made some pretty massive mistakes with this program. If you haven't heard of Smolov before, Smolov was a weightlifting program designed by a strength and conditioning master from Russia. He made this program that basically guaranteed that anybody could bust through any kind of plateaus with their squat. And now a lot of athletes have been using Smolov for squat, for bench press. I haven't really seen it for deadlift. You might die trying to do this for deadlift. But basically, the program is so hard and so taxing on the body that you're guaranteed to hit a new PR after Smolov or get injured during the process. So if you can just make it through Smolov without any injuries and eating a halfway decent amount of food, you're pretty much guaranteed to get stronger. So I ran through Smolov for pull-ups. I haven't seen anybody online do the Smolov program for pull-ups. So I was like, hey, let me give it a try. I had already been doing Smolov for my back squat, and my back squat was shooting up extremely fast. So I was like, hey, let me just try Smolov for everything. So I try to do Smolov for weighted pull-ups. I really don't do weighted pull-ups very often, but I want to get into a street lifting competition where I'm going to test my 1 rep max on weighted pull-ups. So I thought this would be a great chance for me to go ahead and get some gains, make some progress in that region. So I tested my 1 rep pull-up max, and I tested at 110 pounds. Now, this is where my first vital mistake comes in. So I only did 110 pounds, which is the most I've ever done for a weighted pull-up. And when I did my programming, for some reason, I put in 135 pounds for my 1 rep max for programming. Now, with Smolov, the program is so difficult that most people cannot complete the workout program. And this whole series of me doing these pull-ups every single set, every single day, every single week was entirely too heavy. Like, I had no hope of doing the workout as I put in the wrong number. I should have put in maybe 120 pounds at the maximum, because I did 110 pounds pretty easily. Recently, people have been running Smolov with success, even though it's a really hard program, because people have been putting in like 90% of their 1 rep max. I did the opposite. Instead of putting 10% less of my max, I put like 10 or like 15 or like 20% over my maximum. So we were doomed from the beginning. Here we go. This is the first workout. Supposed to be doing 6 sets of 6. Yeah, so it's supposed to be doing 6 sets of 6, but it's pretty much hopeless. So the reason I opted for doing chin-ups over pull-ups is because it's easier for me to do chin-ups, which is probably the universal truth for everybody. But I just feel with chin-ups, this is probably one of the moves that I can just torture myself with without a high risk of injury. I think some people tear their bicep, but I was expecting for my biceps to pretty much be invincible. Okay, workout number 2, 7 sets of 5. As you can see, I feel very comfortable with these chin-ups. Although with these like sets, also this guy right here on the screen, this guy has squatted 1,100 pounds. So I think he used to hold the world record for the heaviest squat. His name is Steve Goggins. Yeah, so this is only the second workout, but as you can see, I'm struggling so hard. I only did 1 rep. I'm supposed to be doing 5 reps.
Let's go!
The workout number 3, I got the LA Fitness. I threw down some dunks on the basketball court, and then I came over here to do my pull-ups for the day. 8 sets of 4. I think the last few workouts were pretty pitiful, but today we were actually hitting 4 reps on these sets at the beginning. But as you can see, I'm quickly gonna fatigue and not be able to hit my 4 reps. Okay, so for those of y'all that don't know, I live in Atlanta, Georgia. We got some pretty nice weather down here. So for the last day of this week, I was outside doing my pull-ups. And I'm taking about 1 day of rest between each day. So instead of me doing pull-ups 4 times a week, I'm doing pull-ups 4 times every 8 days or every other day. I'm doing pull-ups at the gym. I think this first week, this was the only week where I dropped the weight. So if I'm struggling on the workout, I would have just dropped the weight down in half just so I could finish the reps. But the rest of the program, we do not do this whatsoever. We just do the full amount of weight and just struggle all the way through the workouts. Okay, so it's week number 2, and I feel like my chin-ups have improved so much. Like, look at me banging out these reps with no weight, just feeling so light. Although I don't know why, I just look very lethargic today. Like the pull-ups were not pulling for this workout. I mean, I think I look like I've been making some gains in the back department. But as far as these reps being clean and easy, no way, just fail. Yeah, so we're halfway through the entire program. I'm just exhausted. You can see me just laughing it off because I'm like, this is so ridiculous. Like, I'm not even close to being able to finish these sets and reps. And I think nowadays a lot of athletes don't like to train until failure. Most workouts, but pretty much every single workout I did this whole program, we just trained until failure. And then I don't know why, but this week we did the second workout this week 2 times on accident. So like the day where I'm supposed to do 7 sets of 5 with 100 pounds or however much weight, we did that exercise. We did that workout twice. So I did it outside, and then I went to Crunch Fitness like 2 days later and did the exact same workout again for 7 sets of 5. Okay, next, 8 sets of 4 back at the powerlifting gym. I think when I went through this program, I was at so many different gyms. I need to cancel some of these gym memberships. And this is only in the span of 3 weeks. So I had 3 different gyms. Okay, so here, the final workout of the week, we got 10 sets of 3. At this point, I was feeling pretty strong. So even though these reps definitely suck, I felt like I was making some progress in the chin-up department. And I think because I haven't done that many weighted chin-ups, that this first month of me trying Smolov, I was going to get a whole bunch of beginner and newbie gains. And one more thing, I think if you just do a move constantly, like I guess in my case every other day, you just become more efficient at the movement. So I think my form and efficiency with doing chin-ups was just getting better every single workout. So even if I didn't get stronger necessarily, I was just getting more efficient with how I was performing the movement. All right, week number 3. This is the final week of doing Smolov. This was definitely a massive improvement from where I was on week number 1. Workout number 2. I don't know what possessed me to go to LA Fitness. I hate this gym. But for some reason, we're back at LA Fitness. They normally don't have any kind of bars for calisthenics. They don't have any chalk. They don't have any machines left. That's why I'm over here off to the side, because literally every single workout area at this gym is packed. And I think the main reason I left LA Fitness is because they normally never have any open squat racks. Okay, so workout number 3, we're back at the powerlifting gym. I'm so happy this program is almost over. I just want it to end at this point. And we're about to go on vacation pretty soon, so I'm just looking forward to getting these last few reps out the way. Then we're going on the vacation to Las Vegas for 10-11 days. And then when I get back from my vacation, I'm gonna go ahead and max on chin-ups. Okay, so here we are, the last workout from this entire 3-week-long program. We gotta do 10 sets of 3. I don't even know how heavy this weight is. I'm gonna put the weight on the screen. I think it's 60 kg. So about 132 pounds for 10 sets of 3. As you can see, I don't even know if we did 3 reps. Yeah, I think on only one of these sets we did actually 3 reps, but the rest of these we're just struggling. Horrible form, but I don't care. I just want it to be over. And as long as I get stronger at the end of the program, that was my main goal. So I'll be happy with that. Okay, we're taking a late flight, so we're flying to Vegas at
11 o'clock at night. I was supposed to fly at 10, but the flight got delayed, which gave me an extra hour to lollygag my way to the airport.
After that last workout, we went out of town and we spent 10 days in Vegas.
Behind me, there is the downtown strip.
Spent the day sleeping in, and I got laid off from work, so now I'm unemployed again. But aside from that, the trip was great. Had a lot of fun. Went to a lot of places I've never been to. We went back to one of my favorite places in the United States, Universal Studios Hollywood. I love Universal. I gotta go to Universal Studios every single week. We went to the beach. We stayed at the second biggest resort hotel casino in the world and the biggest hotel in North America. Here are some clips of us by the Bellagio. We stayed at the Venetian. We rode on gondolas. And then we got back. I was totally relaxed and ready to go ahead and go for a new PR on pull-ups. So here I am. I got my new shirt on that I bought while I was out of town. There we go. We got a pull-up at 45 pounds. Easy. Then we got a chin-up at 90 pounds. Easy. Then we got another chin-up at 135 pounds. Easy. Actually, it was so easy, I just held my head over the bar for a few seconds just to make sure that rep was 100% legitimate. Okay, next on the bar, we got 145 pounds. Easy. And then at this point, I probably could have hit 150 pounds or 155 pounds, but I decided to do like a really big jump to 160 pounds, and we did not even get close. But hey, I was happy with the progress that we made. 145 pounds. With my previous best being 110 pounds, we gained 35 pounds in 1 month on my weighted pull-up. And even more impressive was that I had gained about 10 to 15 pounds on my weighted muscle-ups. And then just for fun, I tried to do another one at 65 kg. And not 65, I wish I did 65 kg, but at 65 pounds. And that one felt close. I feel like in a month, I'll definitely be able to do a muscle up at 65 pounds. In conclusion, finishing out this entire workout program, I was just happy I survived the reps. And even though the form was sloppy, I did get stronger, which is the overall goal. And I want to keep on training so I can try to hit a 200 to 220 pound chin up by the end of the year. And then also hit like a 75 to 85 pound muscle up before the end of the year gets here. Those are my goals. Even if that technique is sloppy, when I go to competition, I could probably just cut back like 10 or 20 pounds and do it with super clean form. So I'm not really worried about the technique right now. So that's all. Hopefully, if you guys are interested in increasing your pull-up, chin-up maximum, you guys can try to go ahead and run Smolov. It worked great for me, and hopefully it can work good for you too.